The lead by a .55 margin. On the women's side at the halfway point, Wendy Bruce over Robin Richter by a 1.05 advantage. But the women now move to the balance beam, and that has changed a lot of scores in this U.S. Challenge. 4 inches wide, 4 feet off the ground, and it tests your nerves for about a minute and a half. That Craft International that you saw on your screen took place in London, England. So Robin Richter's had the opportunity to compete both here and abroad. She has traveled to Switzerland as well as China, along with London, England. Nice Valdez walkover.
She's setting up for an acro series. Oh, what a nice combination. Flip-flop, layout, flip-flop. There's her full turn.
How long is too long to set up for an acro series?
Well, it all depends on the rhythm of the exercise, but certainly if they're supposed to never stop completely, so you tend to see before a really scary acro pass, you see a lot of waving of the arms while the girls prepare. Oh, that was a nice move. Side flip. She has a lot of difficulty on the beam.
5 feet 3 inches tall. A little tall for a gymnast, but it looks so nice on the balance beam.
Round off back handspring, tuck double. Oh, way short.
Let's make that 1 7/8, not quite a double.
Luckily, she's all right. That is a very difficult final pass through to the dismount, a round off back handspring tuck double, but this is amazing. Back handspring layout, and then she goes right into another back handspring. This is great stuff. But she gets into all kinds of trouble here. She's going to do a round off. Watch this back handspring, and she gets a terrible rebound off the beam, and she knows she's in trouble here because she's pulling like crazy.
So she actually finished it, but then forward rolled out of it. The round-off, I don't think, was really cleanly over her head.
No, she had a little trouble all the way throughout that pass, and of course she had nowhere near enough power to make the rotation. She's all right.
Her ego is bruised, though, because she knows she's done that routine so much better. She certainly has thrown that dismount much more handily in practice. Tough break for Robin Richter. The sad part is she really threw a flawless routine up until that point. There are the numbers, 8.825. And now Wendy Bruce is up. She's a 16-year-old who competes at Brown's Gymnastics in Altamont Springs, Florida. I remember in Belgium, she won every event except balance beam, where she placed second. Let's see if she pulls it together here.
Well, what a nice combination for the mount. She got up to shoulder stand and pirouetted in shoulder stand, a move we've seen done by Phoebe Mills of the U.S. team as well. Two switch leg split leaps in a row. Back handspring, and a lot of trouble there. Looks like she was setting up for another move and was completely off on the second back handspring, so she opted to not do it. Now there's that mixed series. She did a leap right to a layout. That fulfills the requirement of a gymnastic acro series. She's working low to the beam, something else the judges are looking for. And of course, there's the mandatory full turn. Looks like she's setting up for her dismount. She left out a very big part early in the routine, so it's going to hurt her score. Oh, no. Nice work there.
I wonder if she added that because she left out such a big part in the beginning.
Actually, I don't think so. She was setting up for the front, and I just misread that.
Again, standing with a lot of arm movement, getting ready.
Look at, she's all the way off the end of the beam. Round off tuck double, nice dismount.
And she needed the distance. Pulled that around nicely. The score she wants to beat is 8.825.
This is a really great, watch this mount. She does a shoulder stand in split, and then pirouette, and maintains the shoulder stand position throughout. Really a nice.
That's got to hurt her
nice
neck.
element. Now watch, she's going to do back handspring here. And I'm sure she was planning to do something out of that, but obviously she decided to scrap that and just get to the end of the beam and continue. Boy, she finished strong though. Round off. Really good rotation on this tuck double. She finishes easily. Tough dismount.
And there was an excellent comparison between her dismount and Robin Richter. And I wonder if that motivated Wendy to put a little extra oomph in the dismount. When you see somebody under-rotated, it's so scary. You're afraid they're going to land right on their head. Of course, that did not happen to Robin Richter, but she landed awfully low. And I think that may be why Wendy Bruce gave it a little extra oomph. 9.375, so her lead of 1.05 over Robin Richter will grow after 2 events. Now we swing over to the vaulting competition for the men. In men's gymnastics, they only vault once. Mike Williams has a .55 advantage over Scott.
Boy, he is powering down this runway. Wow, that was amazing.
Was it ever?
For such a big guy, he gets some amazing air time. That was a handspring front tucked with a full. I love that. Look at the power.
Look at the rotation.
He cranks into the tuck and then pops a full twist. That's a really hard element to land because you don't see the landing until the last minute. Watch this again. This is really neat stuff. Handspring front, and he is up there. Now watch what he does. He does the front, now he cranks out and pops a full twist. It's a really hard vault.
And the score for his vault is 9.65. And Scott Burr is up next on the vault.
We noted in the women's competition that the girls actually have to signal to the judges what vault they're going to perform before they do it, and then follow up with that, or otherwise there's a major deduction. In men's gymnastics, you don't have to tell the judges what you're going to do beforehand, and all of us have changed our vaults in the run.
Mid-flight, maybe.
Sometimes even mid-air. You're exactly right.
You don't hit that board just right. You're not pulling a double.
Boy, look at him blast down. Handspring pike front and a really clean landing.
He's happy.
Well, I like that vault as well because it wasn't as difficult as the vault that we saw Mike Williams attempt. But watch how clean it is. This is critical. He goes handspring on. Great form in the pre-flight with his legs together. Good clean pike, and he kicks out a short hop on the landing. It's very difficult to keep good leg form on the pre-flight. Watch this. Heels together. That's amazing. Usually on the pre-flight you see some kind of form break, but the judges don't normally see it because it happens so fast. Watch again how his heels are pinned together as he takes to the vault.
Well, that seems to be his trademark. He has excellent form in everything he does, even when he's falling. His score, 9.3, not quite good enough to close the ground between himself and Mike Williams. Mike Williams received a 9.65. We'll be back with more competition from Denver. Please stay with us.